Happy Saturday, everybody! You're finally here. Another week down, under the belt. And having a decent little day so far. Except for my League of Legends. But we're not going to talk about that. Anyway. How's everybody else doing today? What's up? Hoot Crossing. Well, you were in here at 11 a.m. Holy hell. Right here with Ed. See, this guy takes a long time as well. What's up, Cole? I don't know half y'all are still here because a lot of these messages are in here from an hour, half hour ago, and even longer. Stolas is still my favorite ship in Hello Boss, but Newsy is like neck and neck with each other, so I gotta pay my respects from a goofball king and angsty queen. What's up, D. Cole? What's up, Glamrock? How are you? How y'all doing? Can I give 5 big booms from the Costco guys? I don't know what the hell that means. What's up, Nick? Hope you had a good week. Not sure if I mentioned this last week, but in one episode of Squid Game, Inho says, besides, we've got the previous winner with us. On a rewatch, I fully believe he's egotistically talking about himself. Maybe in a little bit of a meta way, but who knows what he was actually meaning there. Also starting to think about after the recent gaming accusations, Netflix are either delaying The Sandman or it's going to be released with no promotion. The reason for this is, do you remember when they confirmed it was continuing a couple years back? If you went on the app and also on the Netflix Sandman Show page, there was a line that said, confirmed, more episodes coming. This line has now been removed from both the app and I believe Netflix Sandman Show pages, Netflix full website. The shows like Stranger Things, etc. still continue to have them up for it. Huh. So it could be the show is in serious trouble at worst, or bare minimum Netflix will still release it, but without any fanfare or promotion. I do hope that they still release what they've already done, at least. It sucks, man. Oh, it's so good. Why do people have to fuck things up? Oh my god, man. What's up, Christian? How are you doing? This week I watched Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Kraven the Hunter, and Nosferatu. I have seen one of these films. I've only seen Sonic out of these 3. Let me know what you thought. I'd love to know what you thought, because I think we were talking about that last time. You were trying to avoid spoilers. Finally watched Sonic 3, and I absolutely love Shadow. He's so badass, and I lost it when he became Super Shadow. Had you ever played Sonic Adventure 2, or was this your first experience with Shadow? But yes, I love how they captured his badassness, man. I loved it so much. It's so good. I'll be watching it again later tonight, I think. What's up, Tabletop Trash Panda? How are you? What's up, Cat? Watch your Severance 2-2. Can't wait for the next episode. The show is an absolute gem. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. God, I love it so much. What was Androphus' plan in getting Blitzo executed? He was trying to knock Stolas down at least 4 pegs, not Blitzo. No. I think Blitzo, because as he said, everything went according to plan, except the sentencing. That didn't go according to his plan. My understanding by this point is that all of this, putting Blitzo out there like that, I don't know why I'm saying Blitzo all of a sudden, putting Blitz out there like that was to draw Stolas out and to force Stolas' hand, and that's what ended up happening. How are the cats? Everybody's doing pretty good. Am I excited for Legend of Vox Machina Season 4? Of course. And the animated Mighty Nine show. I'm excited to finally really get to know and get to meet the Mighty Nine characters. I will 100% be watching that. Whatever animated shows Critical Role makes, man, I'm going to be there for it. What's up, the dog? Flights are finally over, and you're fine and dandy. You're here chatting away. Hope you had a good trip, though. Hope everything else worked out. What's up, JC? Howdy doody, everybody. What's up, Logan Bush? I've already seen Sonic 3. Yeah, I have a review up for it. Will I be reacting to it? No, because I saw it in theaters. Because I was not going to miss that in theaters. My big boy Shadow being up on the big screen, man. What's up, Dirty Artist? How are you doing? What's up, Nina? How are you? Boom. Just back, and I was just playing Minecraft. Well, hell yeah. Boom, 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 boom. And a boom. They did Shadow absolute justice. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. I like that they made his chaos control just an innate part of his abilities. Because in the games, he can only use those powers when he has a Chaos Emerald. He can't just do that. He can't throw a Chaos Spear. He can't use Chaos Control. And they never even called it Chaos Control. They just called it Chaos Energy. And he just had it innately without that. But he was just a conduit for the gems in the games themselves. But I think eventually he got a little bit more of a handle on that. But he always has to at least be near a Chaos Emerald in order to channel that energy. I like that they changed that for the movie. It makes more sense considering everything. Changed my profile picture to an updated one. Aw, your little cat resting. I like the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s slingshot reaction. Mac and Yo-Yo are so cute. Yes, they are. And I'm glad we're finally kind of getting to something there. Maybe. Sonic 3 is absolutely great. Nosferatu was really amazing. It's in my top 10 of 2024. Did it technically come out in 2024? I thought it came out. See, like, I just saw that it was on digital. I thought it just came out a couple of weeks ago. So, I don't know. I was a little confused by that. I haven't seen it yet. I really do want to see it, though. How do you feel about Ulrich Thompson being cast as Sinestro? I mean, he looks the part. Put him in the makeup and the suit and everything, and I think he looked pretty damn good. What's up, Toki? Your call with Previewed, the Preview guys was amazing, Omni. I laughed so hard. I'm glad you were there for that, and I'm glad you guys got a kick out of that. Yeah, once I noticed that Jay was streaming, I came in there, and I instantly read the room as far as the chat was concerned. With God, man, there was so much gooning and so much edging. That was so funny. I loved it. That was a lot of fun. I'm excited. I don't have a movie in mind as far as what fix-it we're gonna do. We'll have to kind of probably brainstorm that one a little bit later, but yeah. I don't know. I'm excited. A lot of the ones that I probably would have put up for auction, they've already kind of tackled. So we'll have to come up with something. And we will. And who knows? I might crash. I may crash a PeachCon. We'll see. Kraven wasn't good. It was better than some of the other Sony Marvel movies, in my opinion. Yeah, I still have not seen Kraven. I still have not seen Venom 3. I am not rushing out to see either. Screw Stella and Androlphus. My homies hate Stella and Androlphus. I need them to release more info about Mighty 9. I wonder when we're going to get any info on when that's going to be coming. And I know Campaign 3 is in its final... I think saying act would be a little thing. Like, I try to stay away from a lot of that, just because I know there's a lot of Vox stuff involved from what I've heard. As far as like future events for whatever characters survive the series or whatever, considering everybody, at least somebody dies every season. So who knows? I don't know what happens with that aspect of it, but I know that it gets really entangled because I remember them promoting like some crossover between all three of the different teams, and that's it. So, I don't know. But I heard that Campaign 3 was actually finally coming to an end, which I'm excited to, I don't know, one day see how that comes to fruition, but I'm wondering if we'll get an announcement for like a Bell's Hells series as well. It's Bell's Hells, right? And not Hell's Bells like people say. What's up, Rice Cake? I'm doing good. How about yourself? What's up, Ghostblade? It's been a minute. I'm glad you're enjoying Sky Island Arc. To answer your question about the knock-up stream, I believe Jaya itself, only a portion of it floated over the X spot, and then it happened. So, like, I guess part of I mean, still logistically, that doesn't make a lot of sense when it comes to how islands are, but whatever. I'm not even going to worry about it. It's One Piece. Shit's weird. What's up, Darren? How are you doing? The other half got pushed away from the current. That's how it works. Anyway, it snowed here in northern Florida. It was quite the sight. It's been snowing here. It's finally melting. It's been snowing here the past 2 weeks. I got my car stuck. I think I mentioned that on stream a few weeks. It was like 2 weeks ago. Ended up getting my car stuck in my own driveway because I slid off into like this divot in the pavement to where I couldn't get out. I've been watching Batman the Brave and the Bold show. All I can say is it's weird. I've seen a little bit of it, and it's very camp. That's for sure. Can I talk some Kraven the Hunter spoilers? Go for it. I don't care. You should watch the Borderlands movie. It's amazing. Is that sarcasm? Because literally anything and everything I've heard about it has been awful. And what I have seen of it does not bode very well. Most anticipated movie, Marvel TV show, not movie. Marvel TV show or movie for the year. I mean, it's just Daredevil. Daredevil supersedes everything TV show related next year as far as I'm concerned. So I'm excited for that. Marvel movie that comes out this year. There's not really any that I'm like, I'm hungry for it. I need it. How do you feel about seeing Amy and Metal Sonic? Loved it. I saw a lot of people were like hung up on her design for some reason. I don't get it, but I'm curious who they're gonna have voicing her. But I like the look. Metal Sonic was like straight ripped out of the game. So I don't know. I'm just curious who's pulling the strings on all of that. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. First TikTok I saw when I got back from an entire Hell of a Boss arc from season 3 spoiled. Oh wow, somebody got what? Somebody on TikTok was just dumping leaks or some shit? That's awful. Also, I know it's early on in the Skypea for you, but as far as pacing, it's among the communities notorious for slow pace, and some people even skip the arc entirely. I think that's stupid. I don't agree. It seems really snappy so far. I think everything so far has been very quick. I don't feel like we've really been dragging our feet at all. I would say that I think Alabasta took a hot minute to even get going. You give off bi-verse vibes? What does that even mean? What is bi-verse? I would understand the bi aspect of it, I guess. I just don't understand the correlation to the word verse. What is bi-verse? Like, I'm straight as a ruler, but I assume that's what we're leaning into. I just don't understand the use of the verse in this context. Bisexual versatile. Is that like my weapon stat? Bisexual finesse. Is this a finesse question? Is it finesse, versatile, or martial? That's hilarious. But no, I'm not shocked. I do get that a lot. What are we talking about? Whatever the hell y'all want. And I love your icon. I love Stitch. I was gonna say Shrek for some stupid reason. I love Stitch. I have a bunch of Stitch stuff off here and just in an isolated corner. Favorite Disney character. One of my favorite cartoon characters in general. Love the little guy. Used to be able to do a good Stitch impression, but I will not attempt that at this point. Hello there. It's Morbin time. How are you doing, Sketch? What's up, Imris? How are you? Nosferatu came out in theaters in December of last year. I thought it came out in January. Look at me. That Al Hus episode was insane. Bellows creeps me out. He does, but I just want to know what's under the mask. I really do. Take that, depression. Yes, indeed. Take it! I like your RE8 playthrough. Oh my god, dude, that game's so horned up, dude. Lady Dimitrescu. Oh, Queen, step on me. Love that Chupacabra shirt. Thank you, thank you. I finally got it. This finally came in today. Was it today or yesterday? No, it was yesterday. I think that I finally got my bag of that merch today. So I got the Imp Good stickers, then the Chupacabra shirt, and oh yeah, my Millie beanie. I've got the staff shirt too. I got a bunch of shit. Anyway, Domitrescu, if you will. Exactly. Dami mommy. God. Yeah. My favorite character in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is Mac, and I definitely can't wait for your reactions to the next arc. Yeah, I've already watched episode 9. So yeah, I'm excited. It's already starting really interesting. That's for sure. Speaking of edging and gooning, we'll all be edging tomorrow, edging till tomorrow if you think about it, you know what I mean? No, I don't. I don't. I'm the fucking Chupacabra. Do you think Luce sees Ida like a mother figure? I think in some way, yeah. Or just a crazy kooky aunt. Because obviously she still got her mother, but her mother doesn't quite get her in the way that Ida does, unfortunately. Stella just sucks. Androphis is a character we love to hate. I love to hate both of them, man. And I think a lot of it is just Georgie's performance, man. The woman who plays Guillaume Ja did an interview recently, and something she said has people thinking she slipped up and hinted that both her character and Young-sik might die next season. Hey, I don't know whose names those are, and I'm not gonna look it up, so that's not spoiling nothing for me. I mean, potentially that Hot Ones interview may have spoiled something, considering the way that, oh damn, I forget his name, Ian Ho's actor, reacted to a question about theories. He's silly. Omni, get the tissues ready for season 2 of the Owl House. Don't tell me that. I want Happy. Let's murder Bellows. I get that you absolutely had to watch it in theaters, but a reaction would be perfect for Sonic 3. Yeah, I know. I know. I don't know. I might try to do more current movies and stuff like that. We'll see how that goes. What's up, Logan? Bell's Hell series isn't being worked on, but they plan on one. Oh, I know it's not. It hasn't been announced, and I know that it's not in production at the moment. But I would have to imagine they're going to eventually animate all of it. But I'm just wondering when that'll be, and when we'll even get season 1 of Mighty 9. I'm excited for the Minecraft movie. Not at all. No. Zero negative excitement for that movie. What's up, Lindsay? How are you? I love oatmeal raisin cookies. Well, good for you. I do not. I do not share this love. What's up, Christina? How are you doing? I just finished listening to Dolphins Cry by Live, or Live, and it brought me back. What's been going on your ear hole? Music-wise, nothing. When I've been driving, I've been listening to Critical Role, so trying to make some progress through some of those shows, but I haven't actually been listening to a lot of music when I'm driving around. I don't listen to music when I'm just chilling either. I have some kind of podcast or something on most of the time now. I mean, the last earworm that I had was, what was it? You're a Motherfucker, All To You from Hell of a Boss, but since then, I listened to the new Linkin Park CD, but that's about it. Nah, to be confusing, it's Hell's Bells. Shit, I said it, fuck, Bell's Hells. I said it the right way. Finally saw Wicked after the announcement for their Oscar nominations, and what a beautiful film it was. Songs are great, especially Defying Gravity, and the story was surprisingly emotional. Yeah, dude, I definitely got misty as all hell watching that, but I love the musical itself beforehand, and the book from what I've actually finished. But yeah. Also, Dylan Kyuk has debunked the May release for Season 3 of Squid Game, but has said it's coming. I'm working on it. It's coming soon, sooner than you'd expect. I'm going to speculate maybe an August release. Okay, we'll see. I'm not too concerned about when it's coming out, just that it is. At least you didn't slip on the ice in your driveway because of your patella. Hit your head on the bumper and your car and the age as you decided life is worth living anymore. Yeah, I haven't fallen yet. I have slipped a little, but I actually fell. What's up, Broden? How are you doing? It's One Piece. Shit happens. Yeah, probably best to keep that logic with this world, dude. Yeah, because I keep being like, that's not how islands work. And yeah, logic and trying to inject logic into One Piece is just a fruitless endeavor. No, that's not that's not sarcasm. Borderlands is great. Jack Black is a robot. Yeah, he is. I don't like him as Jack. I like Jack Black. I love Jack Black, but as Claptrap, didn't do it for me. This is another one of those situations where, why didn't they just get the original voice? I'm voicing Metal Sonic. Source, trust me, bruh. I hope for the Lantern show they don't kill off Hal. He's my favorite Lantern. If they did, I feel like that would be a big old bad move. I already covered this one earlier when I asked what the hell that meant earlier. Don't know any Sonic villains other than Eggman. Do you know any? Yeah, Chaos, Shadow, Metal Sonic. What was his name? He was kind of alluded to in Sonic 3. Oh, fuck. He's the villain from Generations, the new one. And he was in the Shadow game. Damn it. I can't remember his name right now. Anyway. Yes, Black Doom. Thank you. Black Doom was kind of hinted at. Then you had BioLizard, who made a cameo as a kaiju movie when they were watching it in Sonic 3. I thought that was cute. I thought that was a cute inclusion of the actual final boss of the original Shadow first appearance, Sonic Adventure 2. That was a nice little detail there. I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, there aren't that many Sonic villains other than Eggman. Well, I mean, there are if you get into the fringe games, I guess. But yeah. Tabletop, lol. Dark Horse Comics said earlier today that the Anasazi Boys comic series and collected volume have been canceled. I have no idea what that is. When I watched Skypiea for the first time, I made a joke about how Satori was a blown-up balloon version of Luffy, because if you look closely, his hat design is the same as Luffy's. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. He reminds me of, fuck, what's his name? The hypnotist guy. Just because of the glasses. Like, if you combined him and Luffy together. He's my favorite character, has been a hell of a lot. You know this, Firefly. This comes up every week, and it's always the same. My favorite character in Has Been is Lucifer. My favorite character in Hell of a Boss is Raleigh. I don't actually know. I go back and forth between Fizz and Moxie. How do you feel about the live-action Lilo and Stitch movie? I don't know, man. I hate and loathe that we are continuing to do this trend. Even for movies that just came out not that long ago. Like, the fact that they're already planning like a Tangled, a Frozen, a Moana. They're actually shooting a live-action Moana right now. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Stop. Lilo and Stitch is like my favorite Disney movie, so I'm a little like protective over it, and it was inevitable, but I will say one thing. The Stitch looks way better than I thought it would have. And I like that they went very Detective Pikachu with it. Martial is a weapon property. There's Martial Simple and weapon properties, finesse, versatile, whatever. Get out of here, tabletop. Don't correct me. How dare you? Right now, at all regarding Stitch impressions, cause all that people need to know. No. Did you stay the whole credits for the post-credit scene for Sonic 3, where we see Shadow being alive? Yes, of course I did. Of course. I'm not a fool. I'm sure somebody has definitely described it as their weapon status before. Probably. What's up, Ginger? Going good so far. Have you ever played the Devil May Cry reboot before? If not, I'm currently playing through it, and I unironically think it's pretty good, you know? I've played the demo, and I've played a questionably acquired version of it because I, on principle, refused to actually financially support the game. Because fuck them. Because fuck those developers and the people that worked on that game. Anyway, if it was anything other than Devil May Cry, it's one of those situations where had it been named anything else, I probably would have enjoyed it. Mechanically and technically, it plays very well. Like, it plays very well. But fuck them. No, fuck them. Sorry. It should not have been a Devil May Cry game, and what they did do, I absolutely abhor as a Devil May Cry fan. No. I could not get through that game to completion, and probably won't ever. So, I'm glad... I hate to say that I'm glad the game flopped, but I'm glad that game flopped, because it flopped, we got the mainline series back. Because Capcom, for whatever reason, lost faith in it after 4. Sir, I think you mean Dometresk. That's true. You gotta say it correctly. Have I seen Black Phone? I have. I have a review for Black Phone, I do believe. Hi, Rebecca. Ever watched Star versus the Forces of Forces of Evil? No. No, I have not. I was after my time. Much like Owl House, which I'm just finally getting into. What sucks is Venom 3 might play into what happens to Spider-Man 4 because Marvel and Disney are forced to turn it in to another multiverse movie. I saw a recent report, and again, you can only take these things with a grain of salt, but I saw a thing that saying that it will be, that Spider-Man 4 may in fact actually be ground level, but who knows, man. I'm assuming I can't say what those leaks were. Fuck no. Hell no. I will ban you forever if you talk about leaks for anything. That at least that I'm watching. I skipped an innuendo. I mean, I read that. I don't know what you're talking about. If I skip something, I don't know. It's gone. Also, hello. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the pacing and not having issues with Sky Island. Wiper is actually my top 10 faves list, and I'm almost 900 episodes deep, so that says a lot. Also, could you clarify, since you're here at the moment, is it Wiper or Viper? Because it could be one of those translation things, because I don't know. Is it actually a W? Because that's a awful name. Let's see. Do you think we'll get other cryptids in Has-Been or Helluva, like Mothman or Ender Cole or Bigfoot? Well, Mothman was in Full Moon. He was in the Full Moon episode when we were touring the Dork headquarters. He was locked up in one of their cages. So we gotta rescue my boy Mothman. Nah, I mean, son. I'm more of a Heisenberg fan in terms of RE8. He was cool. He was cool, but no. No. Give me big titty dummy mommy all day long, man. Jesus. That whole segment was like one of my favorite bits, but her and like the final dude as well, they were the best bits in the whole thing. I don't know, man. The haunted house was also really, you could speedrun the shit out of that little haunted house ride, but God, that fucking baby, the giant monster baby, good God. That was terrifying the first time I went through there. I really liked RE8, man. It was a nice change of pace. It was a lot of fun. Especially when... I'm so glad that Chris wasn't evil in the end. I was so scared about that. Anyway. About your Ted Lasso reaction, something I disagree with you was shipping Ted and Rebecca. I don't think it's needed for them to have a romance, but both being best friends is just perfect in my opinion. That's okay. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. They were perfect for one another. Marquise Androlphus of the Ars Goetia. Whatever the fuck he was doing with that fucking laugh. Which of the 3 theories from the Hot Ones episode do you want to be true? I'll be honest, what was it? The only one I remember... No, I remember... I'm not going to say, just in case, because I only remember, I think, 2 of the 3. But one of them has to be at least correct based on the way he reacted, so I don't know. I won't say. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to put that out in the world. I'm still laughing about when they said hilarious a couple of times. In Hell of a Boss. Hilarious. I'm so happy I got a 1/6 scale Two-Face. He's my favorite Batman villain, but except for the Joker, who's your favorite Batman villain? Scarecrow. Like if Joker's off the table, it's Scarecrow for sure. For sure. Who is the mastermind of Squid Games? Well, it was Nam, but he is since passed. Of course, but he is the guy that created it. I've got 2 more episodes of Doom Patrol left. I love it. Would a series try to hide that an actress is pregnant? Oh yeah, they definitely tried. they tried. It's always fun to see how they work around it. You know, that's what I liked about the X-Files is when Jillian got pregnant, it became a major plot that changed the entire direction of the show, which was wild. Like her abduction and everything. Hell yeah. Also, just to the subject of anime, Omni, whenever you finish Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or even any show in general, I recommend solo leveling from a gamer perspective. It's amazing. I've heard that's one of the big ones that people like are talking about a lot these days. I guess I assume based on the title and that recommendation, it's gaming related. I don't know. I've seen like an episode or 2 of Delicious in Dungeon. That's gaming-ish. Mighty 9, I think, comes out late this year. That's interesting that it's going to be coming out while Vox Machina is going on. Is there like in-universe, is there like a big time skip between the events of Vox Machina and Mighty 9? Because I know there is in Campaign 3. I know there is at least by Campaign 3, but I don't know what the timeline looks like when compared to Mighty 9. So insane. 1 by 1, we make the climb until we reach the top. 2 by 2, we fall. My favorite song from Wicked is Dancing Through Life. Sorry, same. Well, yeah. It's tough. I do like Defying Gravity. I also like, shit. What is this feeling? That's a fun one to sing. But yeah, Dancing Through Life is like, if that comes on in the song, in the car, it becomes a whole show. How excited are you for the Owl House Season 2? Super excited. Super excited. Can't wait to see where we go from here, because it's getting interesting. Either I saw the Minecraft trailer and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Exactly. Have you checked out the Castlevania at all, or know anything about it? I only know like the bare minimum about what it is about and some of the characters, just because of Super Smash Brothers, but I haven't watched it. I've never played one. So yeah, no, not yet. I want to. Straight as a roller. I can acknowledge when a dude is handsome or good looking, but yeah, that's about as far as it goes. Also, I finished Sonic 2 and 3, and I have to say, Jim Carrey is a national treasure. But I will say, I feel like in 3, never thought I'd say this, there was a little bit too much Carrey. I don't disagree. I'm glad 3 horror films were nominated for the Oscars this year. The Substance, aka my favorite film of 2004, Alien Romulus, and Nosferatu. The Academy is recognizing horror films for multiple awards. That's good. That's huge. Sad for some ones that really deserved it, like fucking Pearl. God. Considering the director said the live-action film of How to Train Your Dragon isn't a one-for-one shot remake, the new trailer from last week certainly doesn't seem to match with what he said. Everything we've seen so far is like recreations of what was in the movie. To be honest, I don't really see Shadow as a Sonic villain more than a frenemy. He's definitely staged. It's like Knuckles when Knuckles was introduced in Sonic. What was it? Sonic 3. Sonic 3 when Knuckles was introduced. Same thing. He was misled, misunderstood. Well, much like in Sonic 2, Knuckles was gaslit into thinking Sonic was an enemy. And yeah, same Shadow. I'm the only thing that I mildly lament is that I guess we don't have Amy yet, but I hope we eventually get Rouge. What reaction channel would you like to collab with that you never collabed with before? Like if I'm gonna exclude the movie trivia thing that we did with a bunch of channels, because that's like most of the major reaction channels have played a part in that. Normies, Blind Wave, Married, all the guys, everybody. But I haven't done anything one-on-one with any of them. Dude, I'd have to say Blind Wave probably, because I mean I pop on Jay's stream all the time. I'm gonna be on Fix It. I've done stuff with Rejects. I'm gonna if somebody I would love to cross off as like far as collaborations go would be Blind Wave, and it'd be super easy, barely an inconvenience. They're not that far away, technically, but I don't think I'm in their eyes. But I'd love to, man. Love to. There is a Mephiles the Dark who was more of a Shadow villain. Yes, I forgot about him. More of a Bucky. What podcast are you listening to? When I'm alone in my car, it is Critical Role, which technically isn't a podcast, but it is. But, and then otherwise, I listen to my Bam Bam, supporting my local West Virginia boys. My brother and me, for you guys who don't know. And then, I mean, that's the main one. Other than that, too, sometimes I'll just put on like a random YouTube video. I say podcast, but half the time it's just random YouTube videos too, I guess. Critical Role is a podcast. Is it technically a podcast though? I'm sure it exists in podcast format. even if there is video, which I guess whatever. Straight as a ruler equal misandrist. What's that? I don't know what I don't know what that word is. Someone who has a strong prejudice against men, or who hates or dislikes men. I don't think that's accurate. That doesn't make sense to me. What? We just got Moana 2, bruh. On February 8th, my workplace, Toys R Us, is inviting me and my mom to dinner, so I won't be there for your live stream. Well, I mean, why? I thought wait, hold on. I thought Toys R Us's were all... I thought they were donezo. There's still some out there? I'm so sick of the Disney remakes. Me too. I will not watch any of... I got nothing for this Mufasa movie. There's nothing. You'd have to pay me to go see it. What's up, Abel? Ever watch Ace Ventura? I did a long time ago. When I was a kid, I've seen the first two. I only really remember the rhino scene. That actually might be the only scene I actually remember. Did you watch the Xbox Developers Direct? Hell no. Not at all. Was there anything interesting of note? If there's, I only care if they mention anything about Halo. They just made Moana 2. Well, I mean, Moana is being remade in live action. So, there's set photos already. What if it was more Sonic trailer CGI model? What? Sorry, me liege boy. Don't get me started on live action Disney remakes. I will get on my soapbox. Hollywood needs to diversify their portfolio. It's getting ridiculous. I've been up in British TV's ass because I can't be bothered with the garbage disposal of shows that interest me. Fair enough. Dean Fleischer Camp was a wonderful director for Marcel the Shoe with Shoes on, and hope he does a superb job with Lilo and Stitch. I never saw that Marcel thing, but I heard good things about it. I just never got around to seeing it. Wrong cry emoji. I meant boo-hoo cry, not tee-hee cry. Oh no. What if we did a Sega multiverse and has Sonic fight alongside Kiryu from Yakuza and Axel Stone from Streets of Rage against Super Eggman or whatever? I'm good. I don't think I need a Sega multiverse crossover thing. I don't know. I don't know. So, Sega doesn't have like a catalog that I'm like, ooh, unlike Nintendo where everything can aesthetically kinda make sense if you put them all together. Sega and Sony don't really have that in that way. They do a Shadow If they do a Shadow spinoff, I imagine they will focus on Black Doom and his connection to Shadow and Shadow finding out he's from an evil alien species. I mean, who knows? If they do just a Shadow-centric movie, I would have to imagine they might explore that side of everything. So, yeah, let's go. Do you still live in Vagina? I mean Virgin, bruh. I mean Virginia. Haha. I've never lived in Virginia, bruh. I live in West Virginia, which is a different state, bruh. What's your favorite song? I could not pick a singular favorite song, man. When you get ready to enjoy those wings you put in the oven 30 minutes ago, only to find out you never actually put them in. Insert Denzel Washington as Malcolm X slapping a desk. Never seen that movie. There's a lot of movies I haven't seen, but that's one of those ones I haven't seen. But dude, I hate that, dude. I was sitting there waiting, and it was like, oh, they should be done. And you go, they're just right there, and you're like, fuck. Or I put them in, but didn't actually hit the start button. God, that's the worst. Being heartless with her emojis. Why is it they're dancing through life? Unless you meant like favorite song from Wicked, then we already kind of covered that. If we're talking like everything, yeah, I don't know. Medusa by Cameron Whitcomb. I don't think I know that one. You skipped up a very funny and not at all lame innuendo. Again, I referenced this earlier, and I don't know the innuendo of which you speak. You want to blame anyone? Blame Kagi Inafune. He was the one who forced the devs to make DMC reboot the way it was. Not really. It didn't help. He was like, hey, here's the IP. Do whatever the fuck you want with it. I mean, he wanted them to make it as Western and do whatever the hell they wanted with it. That was what he did. The decisions they went with were all on them. And them making fun of the fans of the original and making fun of the original itself. Yeah, no. No. The devs openly and blatantly insulted the fans on multiple occasions, and they wonder why people didn't come to play the game. And then that whole fucking wig joke, they can eat shit for that. There's a part 2 to this. I don't know where it is. Here it is. If you look at the concept art from earlier in development, they wanted to make it closer to the OG games, complete with his red coat and white hair, which he still gets at the end. I do know he gets the hair by the end of it, but still. I don't know. I don't think it's... I don't know. All dumb and didn't hear. Did you hear in the news that they are making another live-action Lion King movie? Oh, shock! This time I bet it's going to be Simba's Pride. When are they going to stop with the live actions? Spoilers. They're not. Especially when people keep going to see them, man. Damn. Stop, people. Stop falling for it. It's not Viper. You had it right. Well, damn it. Goes to Corner of Shame. Any possibility of VipsyPop spilling announcements for this year's Level Up Expo? It is more than likely we are going to get some kind of announcement, trailer, or something at Level Up. I mean, we did last time. We got the announcement and the first... I got to watch the first short live before everybody else did. Before y'all nerds! And the trailer for Season 2, Part 2. So I have to imagine we're going to get something. And I can't wait. All my stuff's booked. And I'm ready to go. I got a media badge and a VIP badge, so I don't know. I just covered my bases there. Can't wait for it, man. When you're done with the Owl House, check out Amphibia. It's the same universe and same world. Currently, the plan I have in mind is to do Gravity Falls next, which is also same universe, same world, to my understanding. Shoots minigun in general direction of Corner of Shame. Don't shoot at Rebecca, please. We know she's British. That doesn't mean we need to go spraying her with bullets or nothing. She can't help that she's British. Swiper, no swiping. Bruh. Oi! I know you're also not the only one in here, but I can't remember who is and isn't. Except for you. Because it just always ends up that way. Everyone like the fucking stream. Yes! Hit that like button, you fools. It's also a completely different race of characters. So Wiper is probably a more common name than those in the Grand Line. The other day I gave myself a hickey on the arm because I'm alone and I'm a freak. Damn. I've never, I mean, I don't know what scenario would I would be in to do that, but that's got to take some kind of effort, I would imagine. You're not my supervisor, but I liked. Hell yes. Oh my god, the Archer. The Archer reference. I don't know if that's intentionally what you were referencing there, but yes. The baby monster wasn't as grotesque as they say, because I've seen way worse. I mean, it's just the situation. You have a hallway-sized baby creature chasing your ass, screaming "Dada," and I'm like, no. Have I seen the new Super Sentai Power Rangers Isekai? No, I have not. Ready for the Thunderbolts? I am. Yes. The baby monster in RE8 is fluffing terrifying. I have ADAABDC. What? Have you ever played the GTA series? And who's your favorite characters in the games? I've only played Vice City to completion. I've played the first 3-4 hours of 5 like 3 times. I've just never finished the game. I think that's it. I liked Vice City a lot. I like the 80s vibe of that game a lot, and I don't know, I just never really gotten into any of the other games. I only really got 5 to play test my graphics cards whenever it'd come out, so I would just load up GTA and then use that as like a benchmark. I did play quite a bit of it and GTA Online for a little while, but I got burned out real quick. Again, open world games, it takes a lot to get me to stay focused and get locked in. So I forget his name, the main character from Vice City, so I'm just gonna go with the guy from Vice City. Was anybody surprised about the Oscar nominations? I don't know what they all are. Well, not relevant, but I'm also all the way caught up with One Piece and been reading the manga weekly for a year now. Well, congratulations, you finally made it. Fox is 8:10, Mighty is 8:35, Bells is 8:43-ish. See, so if there's that much of a gap, it would be, I think it would be, unless there's not as much crossover or spoilers, that would just naturally come up in Mighty 9 to release it while Vox is still going on. I would imagine to not step on any toes, they would wait until they were done with Vox. Solo leveling, 25-year-ish jump. Solo leveling, game mechanic-wise, plays more like an homage to RuneScape and Neverwinter. Okay. I used to play some RuneScape. Played a little Neverwinter as well. Can't wait to see the performances of As Long As You're Mine and For Good in Part 2. Me too, man. Me too. Hell, even Diablo could be thrown in. Castlevania's awesome. Would you love me if I was a hagfish? Is that a reference? Or a genuine question? Hereditary seriously deserved Oscar noms, especially for Toni Collette. I'm not gonna lie, I think Hereditary was just a little overhyped. Just gonna say, out of Ari Aster's stuff so far, I definitely prefer Midsummer. Gotta jump off soon. Have a great weekend, Michael. Everyone else, watch out for ice attacks or fires if you're on the West Coast. It's so weird. Like over here, we're getting snow and we're getting iced out, and meanwhile the West Coast is just set ablaze. Like fucking somewhere, Robert Frost's ghost is just cackling. He is dead, right? Yes. For some reason, I was like, I don't know. Actually, I know of him, but I don't remember what era he was. Thoughts on Scary Movie 6 or Caitlin Dever in casting Godzilla X Kong 3? I'm excited to see her in that regardless, because give me more kaiju craziness, and as long as we got the Wayans brothers coming back for Scary Movie 6, I might actually be kind of excited for it. A moment from Sonic 3, I think, is a perfect example of the too much carry problem. Is the ending scene where Sonic and Shadow are fighting off a horde of robots set to live and learn, and it hard cuts to Carrie spanking himself. Yeah, I didn't care for that cut either. Critical Role is a podcast. Do you think Game of Thrones could have been better if it had been 10 seasons instead of a rushed final season? I was thinking about this last week. Oh yeah, we've talked about this a lot on this stream, and hell, when I made our big, I don't know if it still exists, but I know at one point I made a rant video about season 8. I mean, yeah, it definitely would have been better if it was 10 seasons, but the douchebags didn't want to do that. Sorry for screaming. I'm too lazy to turn off caps. They have a podcast. After that, I was like, Jim, I love you, but take it down a notch, will ya? Keeping back to say, I'm pretty sure Party City is a drug font. Jug front. Front. I mean, maybe. Just want to ask, are you a country music fan? I love country music, and if you are, who's your favorite singer and song? I actually do not like country music at all. There's like one or two that I can stomach, but generally speaking, no. Especially growing up where I did. Yeah, I grew to loathe it quite like insanely. So yeah, no. There's like 1, 2, or 3 maybe that I'm okay with, but yeah, for the most part, as a whole, nah, I'm good. Not my thing. Brand new Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden 2 remake. More news on Dune: The Dark Ages. I still need to play. I still need to start and finish Dune Eternal. The Dune, I keep saying Dune. Doom remake was so good. I know I've played a Ninja Gaiden game, but I couldn't tell you which one it was. But I did see that there was a new one coming. Ninja Gaiden 4, just to be clear. I've watched the teaser for Dana Terrace's new show on Glitch. I did. Looks kind of freaky. I think it's time for another Street Fighter movie. I mean, if done right, but what does that even mean anymore, man? What's up, Nikki? Your laugh is so infectious. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Used to be always very self-conscious about my laugh. Wait, you live in West Virginia? I do too. I live in West Spring. What part do you live in? I live in the Charleston area. I won't specify, but generally speaking, Charleston area. Let's see. If we ever get a Shadow spinoff, could we see him fight the Bio-Lizard? Probably not. I'm going to reckon that the Bio-Lizard, because of that little movie they were watching, which had the Bio-Lizard in it, it doesn't exist in this world. Have I ever watched Gravity Falls? Like I mentioned just a little while ago, that will be something I'll be watching after Owl House. But I have never seen an episode of it. Much like with any of the other shows we've mentioned at that point. Sony announced that they were making a live-action Street Fighter movie, and they said it will be released in 2026. Okay. Who's everybody's favorite Street Fighter character? I was always a Mortal Kombat guy, but I do dabble in the lore of Street Fighter more than I care to actually play the games. I'm not really a fan of the games themselves, but I'm a Ken guy. Yo, no one is ever in the parking lot or needs that many party supplies unless the huge corporate events maybe, but that can't sustain 15 locations in one city. It's a drug or money laundering scheme. You might be onto something here. This needs to be, somebody's need to look into that. And I'm pointing you, Christina. Get it investigating. They announced the date for Sonic 4, March 2027. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. You think Sonic 4 is going to be a time travel or multiverse story? Doubt it. But who knows? Maybe. You never know. You know, Sonic Prime buddy of mine who's been, I don't know, he got in a Sonic kick after after watching the movie. He's the one person I've ever personally known that got S ranks on every mission in Sonic Adventure 2. I could only get like a handful. He got a perfect fucking file in that game. I couldn't. Was telling me that they've been trying to like bring everything together with Sonic Prime and stuff like that into like a cohesive multiverse. So who knows? Maybe they could break into something else. But I would like to just stay away from multiverses. Not every franchise needs to do that as an arc. I've never met anyone who goes to Party City, yet it's still in business. McDonald's locations are closing, but Party City is going strong for this many years. I smell criminal enterprising. That's a very good point. That's a good fucking point, actually. What show or movie do you want to be a part of? God, there was an open casting for, shit. I mean, I know some people were watching it, I don't want to say. A character in X-Files when they were doing the revival, but I was just too old. And I was like, damn it, that would have made me so happy to have done. I mean, just the X-Files in general. Hell, I could be some rando, but that would be the dream. Until they fucking ruined that storyline. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Last stream, I heard people talking about an incel named... We are not going to get into that. To quote Joker, if I have to explain a joke, it's not funny. I mean, that's not a quote from the Joker. That's just a general quote, right? So, therefore, I'm not even going to explain the weapon innuendo. You said you're lost on that island. Better find a Wilson. I will, and I will talk to that little ball, man. Dude, I'm just intrigued by my hypothesis to get into their tax returns. It doesn't make sense. Whoop, whoop. FBI, Christina's on the case. You think back in 2020 when playing Among Us, Patriot said a team that trusts is a team that triumphs. Well, they're playing a lot, and they're playing Among Us now. VIP badge. Leave Simba's pride alone. Deception. Disgrace. Evil is plain as the scar on his face. Who you calling a nerd? No, don't ruin one of us in live action. Boy, I have an army. Leave my British queen alone. Leave us Brits alone, man. Dude, I can't really talk shit, man. It is, it's a hellscape over here at this point. I would like to just be a Canadian at this point. I have a cure to Lion King movies. We kidnap the most precious, kindest man, Kia Kwan, and then they will do anything we say? I don't follow this plan. Or why we would just randomly pull him into this? But yeah, a 6-minute hickey. Jesus. That'll do it. Yes, it was. Love Archer. I am shocked to know that that was still going on. I thought it ended a long time ago. I fell off once I think Archer went into the coma and they started doing these weird little spin-offs. I think the last one was like, it was like a 1950s whatever the fuck they had going on. I think it was, no. I did finish that. It was when he finally woke up from his coma, but then I forgot, not forgot, I didn't continue. I used to be obsessed with Archer back in the day. Us four who liked are superior. Was rewatching Squid Game Season 1. Did anyone notice when Cop went into the van to switch place with the guard, he was in the same van as the chick pretending to be asleep? She never got up. Like, what the fuck going on? I don't remember that. By the way, I remember that scene, but I don't remember that particular detail. By the way, Paramount has announced that they are making a live-action Rugrats movie with CGI babies. That was announced a long time ago. But the babies are still going to be... They said it's going to be a live-action CGI mix. 6 minutes just in silence, isolated, no witnesses. Hustling, suckling that arm. I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on Rebecca. Shock Pikachu face. They don't cast kids with big heads for Rugrats, then I don't want to watch it. Just saying, I think you should at least give it a fair shake, you know, like the OG games. But the reboot actually does some things better than the main games, in my opinion. But hey, that's been. I watched an entire playthrough, but I watched the entire story, and I will say I personally hate what they've done with all of the characters. They did Virgil dirty. Like, insultingly dirty. I'm sorry. No, hey, if you love it, you love it. If you like it, you like it. I know there are people out there that there's like 10 people out there that loved it, and you're one of them. And power to you. If you can find joy in something like that, go for it. I'm not going to take that away from you, but I can't. I can't join you in it. Dun 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 dun. Pacopia. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I just went with it. Never actually caught this live ever. Hello. What's up, Banana Queen? How are you? I think it was CJ. I think from Vice City. Okay, that doesn't sound right. I thought it was like Tony or something. Fuck. Tommy. It was Tommy Vercetti. Tommy Vercetti. That's the guy. DMC5 was made a reference to the reboot. It did. It did indeed. DMC5 though is fucking peak. God, game's so good. Oh, anyway. Have you ever played the Rayman games? And no, the Rabbids as well. I played Rayman 2 or 3. I can't remember which one it was, but I have played one. Long time ago. Long time ago. Nah, brah. Mighty 9 doesn't have that much crossover, unlike Hills. Then maybe it won't be that bad. Howdy, y'all. What's up, Change? How are you doing? For some horrid reasons, live-action Rugrats just makes me think of that horrendous Garbage Pail Kids movie. They made a movie about the Garbage Pail Kids? What the hell? I've been rewatching your Spider-Man 2 playthrough. I remember someone in the chat spoiled who the Flame guy was. That was seconds ago before Flame said Carnage. That really sucked. I know, it was so... It was like just before the reveal. I was so hurt by that. I'm also hurt that they dropped and canceled all the DLC plans for all of that. The storyline that was going to come out of that. Oh. These wings are actually done now, so my fingers shall be busy. Hereditary was overhyped. Have a great weekend. Glad I'm not alone on that podium? Whatever. You ever watch a show, you don't gotta say show, where main characters just die? You're like, what the fuck? And then we get a whole new main characters mid-through. I wish Squid Game had done that kind of twist. Would be wild. I would... Like, where everybody just dies? I don't think I can think of a show that's done something like that. I would not like that if that happened with Squid Game. You deleted that message? Well, guess what? I can't tell when I'm in here looking at this to pop it up on the screen. Also, never forget that there was a DMC mobile game that wasn't good. Was there? I may have never played that one then. Go to games. Are you sure? It's not on the list of games. Unless you're talking about Deadshot, that was only released in Japan on phones. Devil May Cry, 2 different mobile games for feature phones were released. One similar game, Devil 3, Dante X Virgil, side scroller, beat 'em up. Huh. Maybe you meant those. I don't know why those weren't listed on the actual main article for everything, but I did find them. That might have been what you were talking about. No, didn't know about that. Why did you think Hereditary was overhyped? Because I didn't think it was that scary or that amazing. Like, everybody was like, this was the next tier god tier horror. They're not going to make it out of it. And I was like, no, it was all right. Toni Collette was great, but yeah, it was just overhyped. People was like, this is going to fucking change the landscape of horror. I was like, it's okay, it's all right. So it was good. It was good, but yeah, I don't know. Never saw that. Yes. Nah, I agree. But at the time, Hereditary definitely deserved the hype and kind of raised the bar. What's your hog house? It was amazing in my opinion, but I don't think it's a masterpiece. I mean, like I said, it was good, but overhyped does not mean bad. It just means people thought it was the fucking best shit in the world, and I was like, it was okay. It was okay. Hog house, Hogwarts. Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck does this even mean? Brain fart. Hufflepuff. Why is Big Bang Theory on Disney Plus? Why? I mean, if it's on Hulu, it might be on Disney Plus. Otherwise, don't know. Spanking myself. Or himself. Ever watched some Ben 10 as a kid? Those could be some dope reactions to watch if it's new for you. I watched a lot of the original show. I don't remember a lot of it. I did watch the one that came right after where they were teenagers. Couldn't stay interested in that, and then I stopped, and I haven't watched any Ben 10 since then. I did not like the animation style changes for the shows that came out after too, so that also kind of kept me at a distance. Wait, Scary Movie 6? Yes, it is coming. Ever watch Bolt, the Disney movie? I liked it. Actually, I have not seen Bolt. Do I play Fortnite anymore? No. Have I? Yes. How do you like the Skypiea arc so far? I think it's really interesting. I like the adventure aspect of it. This new land, we're traversing new territories, peoples, lores, mythos, and just like, I don't know, it's fun. It's I like when it gets into a mix of adventure and, you know, we get the traditional shonen fights and stuff like that. That's why I really enjoyed that dragon arc, or when we had that little there was a filler stint. I loved the shit out of that. I like the when it gets, because that's what I think of when I think of pirates and stuff like that, is the adventure aspect of it, the discovery, the mystery, the fun, the Goonies elements of it. You know, discover that treasure, unlock the hidden wonders of the world and shit like that. And as much as I like the fighting and whatnot. Anyway, also, thanks to that ending scene of Sonic 3, I'm hopeful that we could at least get a faithful enough adaptation of Dragon Ball Z. I mean, this is one thing I've always said about Man of Steel. It's the best live-action Dragon Ball Z movie we've ever gotten. Because Zod and Superman, like, smashing together like action figures. in the middle of Metropolis was a very Dragon Ball Z fight. Not enough laser blasting or beam struggling going on, but close enough. But yes, Sonic 3 did really go into that too, especially with the Super Sonic, Super Shadow thing going on. Wanted to get more into anime, and I had to figure out how to make my brain read that sentence. The only anime shows I've watched is Dota Dragon Blood and Seven Deadly Sins. Do you have any recommendations? I've never seen any of those, but I mean, Full Metal Alchemist is a great gateway anime. If you want something serious, a little more grounded, but with a little supernatural edge, I also use Death Note as another one because it's also pretty fantastic. But I think Full Metal Alchemist is a really good gateway anime because it's just like it's like right in the middle between, like, it leans into a lot of your typical like shonen-y anime tropes, but you know, with some silliness, some comedy in here and there, but it also gets really dark, really serious, and got some great action. It's a great middle ground, I think. But like personal favorites of mine, which is not going to be for everybody, like Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Inuyasha is one of my top. It's definitely in my top 5. Naruto, Attack on Titan is one of the best written anythings I've ever seen. So, yeah, that's where I'd leave it at. I would love to see more Nickelodeon revivals made of old shows come back, like Hey Arnold, Rocco, Butterknife, and Invader Zim. Which one would you like to see come back? Angry Beavers. I did watch the revival Invader Zim movie that they did. I haven't watched the new Arnold, the last Arnold when they came out. I forgot about it. I forgot that existed. I watched the Rocco. But Enter the Florpus was fun. But I would love an Angry Beavers redux. Forgot how annoying Ralph is in Ralph Breaks the Internet. It's not as good as Wreck-It Ralph. I liked both of them, but I don't remember specifically him being annoying, but I also don't really remember a lot. Okay, no, never mind. I do remember. Okay, yeah, yeah, he's a little annoying in it. It's just like it's hard. Change is hard, man. I was getting my movies mixed up. But I love seeing all the Disney princesses together. That was my favorite scene in the entire movie, man. Oh my god. What they did to fucking... Oh my god. I don't even remember her name right now. I just hear it in my head. I don't remember her name. The girl from Brave. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Merida. Yes. Merida. Oh my god. That was the best gag in the entire movie. Also, the Zangief thing. Who's my favorite Mortal Kombat character? Mine is Jax, Briggs, and of course, Scorpion. Hanzo. Hisashi. Specifically, Scorpion. Dude, I almost blacked out there for a second. I got really lightheaded laughing at that. Tron 3, man. I hope it's good. I need a good Tron movie. I liked Legacy, but it just didn't do well. Sad we're not continuing that story, too. Though I'm confused as all hell how we're continuing it and not following up with the main grid. But whatever, we'll figure it out. It's not out yet. Party Cities About Town all closed a month ago. We don't have any around here, so I can't really chime in on any of it. I would love to see Nickelodeon revival, a movie coming. Wait, is this a repost? It might be a repost, or maybe you deleted this one and then I still read it. Do you have a favorite film genre? I don't. Maybe sci-fi or action adventure. Maybe. I don't know. Like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Star Wars, comic books. Like that kind of shit, probably. Or just horror in general too, kinda. See the first 4 episodes of DB. I don't know, man. Was surprised by the Goku peen and butt. Goku patting girl to see if they have balls. Plus Bulma showing underwear multiple times to try to get her way, and pervy characters. Heard it isn't as extreme later on, but I've still heard some weird stuff in the future. I just don't think my little bro old enough for that type of stuff yet, but I think it's pretty damn funny. I don't know, man. It's made for kids. I watched that shit when I was like 8, 6, 7. I can't remember when I had that. Again, but then again, back in my day, you watched a bunch of shit probably shouldn't have been watching. Yeah. That kind of stuff goes away real quick. Except for with Roshi. Roshi is always a perv. After the first, I'll say, arc, once they're done with their first run for the Dragon Balls, I think most of that goes away. To that extreme, at least. Am I a Tron fan? Yes. Watched the original movie last week. It was interesting and cool. I love the first one, and I really liked Legacy. I like the world. I like the aesthetic. I like the vibe. I do like me some Tron. Again, that's one of the main reasons I'm a little concerned about them just deviating away from the central thread left with us, but we'll see what they do with it. I prefer Midsommar over Hereditary. Same. That is a work of art. Midsommar is. Like, and I also don't think you can appreciate it without like a theater to its fullest conclusion, man. Because it's insane. If they did a live-action Streets of Rage movie, what would you want to see and what do you expect? I never played Streets of Rage. That was never my kind of thing, so I never really got into that one. So I don't really have any demands. The Bi-Lizard not existing makes sense in the games. Gerald created him as a prototype, as he was trying to create the ultimate life form for Maria's illness, but he didn't create Shadow in the movie. Yep. Very, very true. Very true. You're getting sucked into a game universe from a portal. What games world are you joining and why? Pokemon. Give me a Pokemon and let me be a Pokemon trainer, please. Any other game world, I think I might just die and not be very well equipped to survive in. Pokemon, though, I think we'd be fine. Chun-Li is my favorite Street Fighter. I always pick her because she looked cool. Chun-Li is thighs. I mean, Chun-Li is awesome. I do like Chun-Li as far as like a lot of the characters in there. My friend of mine who was I don't know I don't know. He's like torn, I think, straight down the middle between Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. I was always very much so exclusively the Mortal Kombat guy. But, like, I know he loved Ryu, and I think that's why I really kind of settled into Ken, because it was kind of that duality. But as far as, like, a lot of the other characters, Chun-Li is just one of the best characters in that, lore-wise, and just design, and she's just badass, man. And those thighs. Goddamn. Hey, what do we think about the Fortnite? That's one good skin. That is a good skin. Supergirl coming next year. What do you think? I want to see more. Before I really get too hyped up. Simus Prime is a banger. Got to be the best straight-to-DVD sequel. Hands down the best. One of the best sequels to any of the Disney films. But especially out of the straight-to-DVD bunch. I watched that movie so many times. Ever seen Dragon Ball Daima? Not yet. Or am I waiting for the English dub? I haven't watched it yet. I was debating on reacting to it, but I'm I've been so lack of, I've not had the motivation. And it seemingly hasn't been doing that great for certain channels and stuff like that, so I'm not in a rush. But I've read some things that have come out lore-wise about everything, and it has me excited to eventually get around to it. I'm sure I'll watch it eventually. I mean, I watched all the other Dragon Ball stuff, so I'll have to at some point. I know it took me for a long time to finally dip my toes into Super, but I'll get around to it. I don't know if I'll react to it, but I will get around to watching it at some point. By the way, Supergirl's Woman of Tomorrow began filming recently. I'm excited. I'm sure you've seen the first photo. I have. Shit, what's her face in the chair, in the logo. I saw a lot of people speculating about whether or not that chair indicates the color scheme of what her suit's going to be, and I kind of hope not, but we'll see. I look Mulan 2. How about you? That rhymed. It was okay. It was all right. It's one of the better ones, I think. I don't remember a lot about it. I just remember I didn't dislike it like some of the others. Left the room to go make some food, came back to Omni reading a comment saying a 6-minute hickey. What the hell did I miss and walk back into? Just that. One random ass comment that I read. That's it. Simba's Pride is awesome. Agreed. Finished Daredevil Season 2 last night. Really good. I think better than 1. Hot take, I know. I just felt like having Punisher and Elektra, it just justified the 13 episode count more than Season 1. More interesting in my opinion. Hey, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, the Punisher stuff is peak. I've heard a lot of people mostly generally come down on the Elektra hand stuff in the season. I don't have as much of a hang up with it as others do. I like how simple Season 1 is, but I get your point about that too. But I still think if I had to rank them, for me, Season 2 would be at the bottom for me. Still good though, still really, really good. I was more into Family Guy and Futurama and American Dad and Bob's Burgers. And I'm sorry, but I hate Archer. Damn. Archer was my dude. Like there was like I forget what it was. There's like a series of episodes that I just watched on repeat, man. I've watched the first 5-6 seasons a obscene amount of times. I can't watch Family Guy anymore. I love Futurama though. I love Futurama. I can't stand American Dad. I like Bob's Burgers a lot. That's something that took me a little bit to acclimate to, Bob's Burgers. I only started watching that like last year on any capacity. Family Guy, I can't even look at it anymore. I can't. It just, I'm so sick of it at this point. But that's, I do still love me some Futurama, man. That's a gem right there. Hate Archer. I get it. Archer's comedy style is not for everybody, but I fucking love it. Came over with a great Star Wars game idea. A game set on the Death Star, and it keeps blowing up every 20 minutes. You're stuck in a time loop and need to stop it from blowing up. How do you stop it from blowing up from the inside? I don't know if that's possible. Is that the point? Is that the trick? You're doomed to die? The music in Mulan 2 is good, but the movie itself is eh. I mean, most of the sequels are eh too. The heck, Paramount, we don't need another Baby Geniuses. You are so goofy. Well, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. CGI babies? My gosh. More than 10 people nowadays. You're right. 11. Have you heard of Preacher? Lawson? No. Does not ring a bell at the moment. Very excited for you to watch Gravity Falls. It's 2 seasons and 20 episodes on each season. Does it actually conclude its story? Just curious. Actually, the Mulan 2 soundtrack is pretty great. Something I've been stuck on is how did Gyun know what the front man looked like? He had a nightmare about him before re-entering the games, and Gyun had not seen his mask from what I remember. I don't remember. He may have just simply assumed when he came down to meet him there. I mean, the guy pretty much reeks of head figure, you know? He's not... Even, like, the other manager-level workers still have, like, the triangle, square, whatever mask. Even though, like, the one that's not in pink, he's wearing black, and still has one of the little, like, shape masks. Honestly, I don't remember. Back and watching Hell of a Boss, still in season 1. Nice. I would love to see Atlantis, the Lost Airbender, the Lost Empire live action movie. It'd be great to see. That could be interesting, visually speaking. Again, I kind of feel like we don't need to go that route, but at least that would be visually, I think, titillizing to explore in live action compared to some of the others. Follow the damn train, CJ. Will I watch Don to Don? I'm not currently planning on it, no. But one day, maybe. My big flaws with season 1 of DD is that I think it was too long. The Russians were too focused on early on to just become irrelevant, and too many characters and subplots, even if I liked them, just too long in my opinion. On to the Defenders now. What did you think about that, Omni? I enjoyed it. Apparently, I know like a lot of people did not care for the Defenders. Watching it without social media at the time, or at least limited social media at the time, I didn't hear about a lot of this stuff until after the fact, and I just, in a vacuum, really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Rabbids versus Minions. Rabbids. Yes, and it was disgusting. Imagine that in the mean voice. I don't remember what this was referencing. I'm trying to find it. Help. Help. Garbage Pail Kids. Okay, thank you. What would you do if they ever release Hazbin Hotel Season 2 and 3 at the same time? Well, they're not going to do that. But, I mean, if it somehow happened, I would be dumbfounded, but excited, but also very concerned. Anyone who bashes and slanders Godzilla x Kong New Empire, I'll give them the Toni Collette hereditary treatment when she's shouting to her son. I mean, fair on them. Oh my god, the Garbage Pail Kids movie. I remember that movie. I gotta look this up. Oh. Ow. Oh. Oh my god. Why does this exist? Do you have any interest in the new Spider-Man animated show? Fuck no. I found out it wouldn't be Tom's backstory. It lost a lot of care from me, and then the trailer wasn't great either. Yeah, the moment it deviated into its own thing, and then just the concept alone, I don't like the idea of. I like the visual aesthetic, but the animation is dog shit. Like the clips in the trailer they put out for it, it looks like the laziest piece of ass that I've seen in a minute. Like, fuck. I can't. Like, I like the art style. That's it. That's the best thing I could say about it. That's it. That's all I got. What's up, Yuda? Hey, Omni, if I may ask, what app do you use to make your thumbnails? I really like how you mimic the fonts of each series title and how you blend some shots of characters. Photoshop. I use Adobe for all of my stuff because I get a work discount, and it's what I use to edit my videos for Premiere, and then Photoshop I use for my thumbnails. It's been 84 years since Omni said "booba" in reference to Mama Tresk. Mama Tresk. Oh. Anyway, I played too much of that game. 100% of it. Got all the achievements and everything on it, man. It's so much fun. I love Resident Evil, man. Who is my favorite character from Squid Game? Gyun. Not really, yeah, easy. Would you rather die or not die? I would definitely like to not die. Last movie I saw in the theater, Sonic 3. Mine is the front man in Gyun. Devil May Cry, pinnacle of combat. Yeah. Some of the earlier games definitely had their issues. 5, however, I think definitely nailed it. 4 actually had some really clean combat too. Hell, I'll give DMC good combat. Yeah, I can't really. I can't even think of too many other games that really have like a combat scheme that is that complex but satisfying. But damn, man, it's so good. It's so good, man. I love DMC. Wouldn't mind a season 2 premiere of Squid Game had a new protagonist, and then halfway through the episode, they get shot in red light, green light, and it switches back to 456. That'd be one way to trick the audience right there. I got 2 episodes left of Daredevil season 1. I'm actually really enjoying it. Matt is so freaking charming and handsome as hell, and Charlie's really nice, like IRL, like really nice. Talking to him was super satisfying. And same with John Bernthal, man. He is kind of just a dude. Like, he sometimes doesn't know how to really carry himself, but he's like really fucking sweet. What horror movie really creeped out of you, made you uncomfortable? I think you creeped me out, I guess. Made me uncomfortable. What's a scary movie that's made me uncomfortable? Maybe Oculus. I think Oculus definitely, especially with the ending. The ending definitely. It's one of those endings where you're just like you feel so defeated by the end of it. But I'll say 2 movies when I was younger that borderline traumatized me for a long time was The Grudge and Darkness Falls. Which Darkness Falls is just not a good movie, but the creature is the concept of the creature alone was creepy. Things being where they shouldn't physically be able to be, and always what's in the shadows are 2 things that always kind of creep me out. DMC, peak combat. What's your favorite thing about background and you can show up close? I'm not gonna be grabbing half of this shit just to pull it up here. Favorite thing. I swear this changes every time it's asked. Probably, I'm not picking it up because it's $700 and I'm not picking it up, is the Kingdom Hearts 3 chess set from the opening sequence. It's the chess set in the game that Xehanort and Ericus are playing. That thing. The gold-plated chess pieces and everything. Team Hufflepuff. thought Big Bang was Warner. It's probably because it's on. Well, if it's Warner, they're also like auctioning a bunch of their shit off. So they may have licensed it to Hulu. Because if it's Hulu, it's going to be on Disney Plus as well, more than likely. So who knows? I don't know, man. Everyone likes Critical Role. Follow Kasu. Think about D&D on X. She's great. Goonies never say die. Just like Cobra Kai never dies. The fake live-action Biker Mice from Mars poster has appeared on my Facebook again, as it does every couple of years. Honestly, if they made it look like the poster, it would be great. I don't know. I don't remember that one, man. Opinion on Guardians 3. Check out my review. Would you rather stop making videos or stop making live streams? I mean, I enjoy doing this. There's not any post-production on it. If I could just do live streams, man, that would be fucking fun. But I mean, I love doing my videos and stuff. It's so time-consuming. But they're what make the money. Some shows and movies are distributed by different companies in different countries. Big Bang Theory is distributed by Disney in some countries where Paramount does not operate. Very true. You don't read wrong. You're just remixing comments like DJ. That's a good way to that's a good way to describe dyslexia. I'm just a word DJ. Used to watch Biker Mice from Mars. Wish it was available somewhere else to watch. Biker Mice from Mars. I know of it, but I don't know if I've ever seen it. Oh, yeah, I recognize this. I don't know if I've ever watched it. So, Michael, when you could see us getting the next God of War game? Oh, I thought you were going to ask, when will we see you actually continuing God of War again? Because it's been on pause for, what, 3 years now? I think 2029 at the earliest, in my opinion. I mean, probably at this point, for sure. Smash or pass? Vex. Smash! What? Yeah. Don't you make me think of sad, teeny, tiny raccoon trash panda. Did you hear about the Popeye movie that was supposed to come out in 2016 and was to be animated by Gendy Tartakovsky? No, I did not hear about that thing. I did not. That would have been interesting, though. What's the scariest thing you have actually encountered? Car wreck that I was in, probably. I mean, I've seen ghosts and some demons before, but none of them freaked me out as much as literally being in a car crash. That was terrifying. Ralph, so freaking clingy. Percy? Vax? Are you just listing off smash or passes for people? Well, based on what we talked about before, I'm gonna pass. I love Vax, man. He's my favorite character, but I gotta give him a pass. But if I was, I don't know, man. If I was, Percy apparently got the magic dick. Just saying, like, I don't know, dude. He apparently fucking like destroyed that ass. Now that Popeye is in the public domain, maybe we can finally see it come out. Maybe. Quite possibly. Finished Skeleton Crew, and the best part was Neil. Worst character for me was Wim. Best character was Jude Law's character, in my opinion. Great series. Worst character? I don't know. I think it's a toss-up between Wim and Fern. They're definitely the least interesting characters to me out of the whole crew. My favorite character was KB, personally. But I did think Jude Law's character was fascinating. At the very least, Tron 3 about to have fire visuals. Yes, it will. I hope, at least. The teases that we've got so far and the production shots and stuff, I'm super excited for it. I just don't understand what we're doing with the story and how, supposedly, Jeff Bridges is involved. If Finn is indeed alive, I will be excited. But what are we? What with all the the end with fucking Olivia Wilde? I forgot what they were called. The living organisms that were born in the grid. What were they called? I forgot. I hope we continue that story. I would love to see you react to Ben 10. The art style of Omniverse for show was met with a lot of negativity because it was different than the other 3 shows, but the animation is great. For real. Maybe one day. Kiki. Smash. Pike. Smash. I want all the princesses chill out outfits. Disney missed a trick with not selling them. Yeah, it is. They really should have. You think they would have. Scanman? Nah, I'm good. Like, even if I was, floated that direction, man. I don't know if I'd go within 100 feet of Scanlan, because you don't know where actually, you do know where Scanlan's been, and that is everywhere. I'm good. Hopefully, we get a good Tom and Jerry movie, because the last one was garbage. At least the team working on it. Toy Story 4, an Oscar-winning short film. I was actually kind of surprised with how much I did like the last Tom and Jerry movie that came out. Personally. I want a Disney crossover movie. Imagine a Frozen Tangled movie. Groggy boy. I'm good. Let's play a game. Ready. What was the first Hello Boss season? Was it the Donut Search? A 2020. I don't know. 2022. Beerus. What? Who? I don't know who we're talking about now. I would love a Disney movie with all the Disney princesses and villains together. Yeah, let's do it. Just fucking make a Kingdom Hearts movie. Fuck it. Animated, though. Not live action. Don't do that. I am Confusion. Nice to meet you, Confusion. If you could portal into the Game of Thrones universe, would you do it? Fuck no. The twist is you have the super speed and can read minds. Oh, what? Oh, weird. Okay, sure, maybe. Still probably not. Of the T? What? I don't know what you're trying to say there. Tron Legacy disc game followed up by bike game scene was fire. And the soundtrack? Even though Daft Punk can be kind of assholes at times, that soundtrack was fucking fire. Did I see Godzilla -1? I did. I have a review for it. It was fantastic. What do you call a man without a body and a nose? Nobody knows. Did you ever see the Disney XD Tron show? No. I think no. I think I was thinking of the game. No, I actually haven't seen the show. Saw the first episode and it was solid with an interesting art style. Found out that Elijah Wood was apparently the lead. Oh, I did not know that. I have not seen it. Pokemon World. Let's go. Let's see. If I could get sucked into a game universe, it's easily The Witcher or The Last of Us. Why? Why would you willingly want to go to either one of those worlds? Tell me. I need to know. Why? Loving the game and being a Witcher is one thing. But, like, you just die. Like, it's not like you automatically become Witcher. How coincidental 2 actors from Midsommar are now in 2 MCU movies individually. Probably not that coincidentally. Thighs, accurate. Chun-Li is also an Interpol officer, and she runs a dojo. That she does, and that she is. Chun-Li was also in Ralph Breaks the Internet. She needs those thighs for that kick she does. She's all kicks. I'm a thigh guy, and that's all I have to say about that. Have I seen or have any interest in seeing the most recent adaptation of Salem's Lot? I thought about it, but I hadn't seen it. I didn't get around to it whenever it came out. I was going to try to sneak it into Halloween, but I was already too blocked in with everything else. I've never seen the original, so I was like, okay, let's check this out. But I never got around to it. So is it good? I never heard anybody talk about it after it came out either. There's also a rewatch of Spider-Man playthrough, and someone has asked if Wanda was going to be in Kang Dynasty. Talking about that movie, and I thought, damn, that didn't age well. Not at all. Daima is so good. The animation alone is amazing. Really need to... I'll get around to it eventually. Millie Alcock, thank you. Can we also get hype for Jason Momoa finally being cast as Lobo? James is doing great work. I'm excited for that. Ready for a game, Gorilla Tag was made. I don't know what that is, and we're not playing this game we're not doing this anymore. I don't even know what that is. I appear again. What's up, Soul Dude? I asked about My Hero, but now I want to ask if you would sometime watch the TV series Supernatural. It was the first series I saw start to end personal connection with. That would take a major ass commitment to get through. Who knows? It could very well win the poll once we finish Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know. That is a trek, much like One Piece, that would consume the channel. So, one day, who knows? Like I've mentioned before, I've only seen a single episode of the show, and it was while I was at the ER. I don't know what season it was. All I know is that Sam and Dean were in an alternate reality where they were actors. That's it. That's all I got. I might wait until Daredevil Born Again ends before I watch it, because I'm so used to binging Daredevil on Netflix. Fair enough. I prefer season 2 of DD as well. I've only watched the 3rd season once, soon to be twice when I get to it. The 3rd season I've watched probably the most out of any of the seasons. I love the 3rd season. Have I ever watched Young Sheldon? No! I have no interest in that. I'm not a huge Big Bang guy either. Sorry, Big Bang Theory guy. If you're sick of Family Guy, where do you stand on Simpsons, Omni? It's on its 35th season now. I was never a huge Simpsons guy. I've seen like a handful of episodes. I've seen a lot of their Halloween specials, which I really did like. I'm very indifferent on The Simpsons. I am shocked as all hell that it is still going on. But, Mulder and Scully are in it. Canonically. So that's a thing. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm indifferent. Anyhow, see y'all next time. Take it easy, Logan. When you reacting to the Terrifier trilogy? I'm currently no plans at this point. Yes, Gravity Falls did conclude its story. Thank goodness. Good to hear. I like Archer, like Bob's Burgers, also like The Great North. What's that? I haven't heard of that. Like Bob's Burgers is a quirky family that breaks into song. Interesting. Haven't heard of that one. What's up, non-binary lesbian reacts? Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. Hope all is well with everybody. Can't wait for you to start season 2 of the Owl House. Lots of cool, fun stuff coming. I heard a lot of people telling me to get out the tissues for season 2, and I don't want to hear that kind of shit. What's up, Noober? In the intermission of The Brutalist, the new Adrian Brody film, it's definitely a movie. Even though I've seen half, see you on the other side when I'm done. Oh, are you in the intermission? How long is this movie that there's an intermission? started playing Quiet Place game, and it's hard. I forgot there was a game. Is it good? Do I play Marvel Rivals? I have only played whenever Jay texts me and tells me that they are playing and they need a guy on their team. It's the only reason I even have the game. But I've played twice. Well, 2 sessions, 2 completely different sessions. When it first came out with Jay, Adam, and then we played again with him and one of the guys from Blind Wave, Jake from Blind Wave, and a couple other people as well, just a couple weeks ago on Jay's stream. We'll probably be playing again in whenever their next roundabout goes, but I've only played those 2 nights. It's fun. It's Overwatch with Marvel characters. It's fun. I enjoy it. It's more about the people I'm playing with than the game, really, but I enjoy it. It's fun. I like, so far, the character I like playing the most is Psylocke. Psylocke's the one I think I'm the best with at the moment. Have you ever got seriously injured? If you haven't, good. But if you have, where? I've gotten injured a lot. Broken my hand, broken my arm, dislocated my arm. Got a 3rd-degree burn on my arm. I got many scars. The worst injury I'd have to probably say, also busted out these 2 teeth and split my lip in half. The car crash. Though I didn't get seriously injured in that somehow. Like, that was like a miracle. But, my worst injury, I don't know, it's either the dislocated arm or my broken hand. Atlantis and Black Cauldron are the only ones that I would like a live action remake of. I've never seen Black Cauldron. I'll say that right now. How many of you played the OG God of War games? I've played the first one, and I've watched my roommate at the time play 2 and 3. I've only played the original from beginning to end myself. I started 2, but then I just never finished it. I've also started 3, but never finished it. But, wait, did I finish 2? Maybe I did finish 2. I don't remember. But if I haven't played it, I've watched it played the entire way through. Because we would kind of swap off games sometimes in college, and those games were kind of one of our little rotations. But I played the first one, I played the God of War 4, and I'm still technically in the middle of God of War Ragnarok. Have you ever read Bone comics from Jeff Smith? It's fantastic. I wish we could have gotten a movie or a show. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. I put pizza down to type that. You're welcome. Garbage Pail Kids. Well, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to put down your pizza and type with your little fucking ragu fingies. Ow! Midsummer was low-key such a disturbing movie for me to watch that I never rewatched it. The fascinating thing to me about it is the sound design and the cinematography, because while everything is happening, the screen, the background, and everything in it, and the score, and not even the score, because I can't even say that this movie has a score, but it has like a sound that the movie pulses and breathes. Like, it's the fucking lens you are looking at this world in is always breathing. And when you got a surround sound system, because when I watched the movie, it was just me and the other person I was watching it with, and so it was one of the most immersive, like, surreal experiences I've ever seen, and it was fantastic. Puppets are gross. Talking specifically about the Garbage Pail Kids puppets. Never seen it. The puppets were gross in Garbage Pail Kids movie. Watch a clip from the new Spider-Man cartoon, and I like how Peter gets bit and is used for comedy. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. 2 scientific horror stories. I yelled at my dad. Dad, I found a big spider, and I hope the guy in the closet didn't notice. Saw him. In fact, I'm home alone. What? Since Disney's doing all these live actions for the hell of it, I should just put my fan cast out in existence. I vote for David Harbour as Mr. Incredible. Yes! If they do it, they do it. But the real question is, will they be brave enough to cast the best possible Helena Parr? You gotta get somebody who's got that trunk, man. He's got, that's like half the character. Just saying. I mean, goddamn. That's how I felt about Percy Jackson movie. Never read the books. Seen it when I was younger, and I've always really liked it, even though on revisiting it. Always really liked it, even on revisiting it. And I see online that everybody hates it. I get why, though. Damn, say what you really mean on me. I don't even remember what this was about. With Gravity Falls, all I can say is that watch and listen to everything. And what I mean by that is every little thing serves a purpose. La la la. Talking of Debbie Logan, Gravity Falls small details are interesting. Have you ever watched In the High Grass? Not ringing a bell. Nice to hear is Charlie is nice. Did you forget he was British when he spoke to you? No, I very much so was prepared for his British accent, especially after reacting to Stardust, which I talked to him about just briefly. I was like, yeah, I was watching Daredevil, watch Stardust finally. Fairly Unable Spider-Man animation looks is ass. Would you be down to react to Steven Universe? Sure, one of these days. I would like to see what that one was all about. Such a fun show that I think you would enjoy it. No. I'm not playing any more games. This is chatting only. I'm not getting into your old little spiels. Sorry to be rude about that, but I'm just, no. Let's see. If you continue Ragnarok, do you have interest in the Valhalla DLC? Yes. Though, I kind of had some elements of that spoiled for me. So, I still would want to play it. For sure. Leave Wim alone. I wasn't being mean to Wim. I'm just saying, compared to some of the other characters, it was a little least interesting. Doesn't mean he's bad. Wasn't misappeared. What's the most embarrassing thing you have done? I don't know. I can't think of anything. The main thing with Skeleton Crew is I wish it was done better was when the kids found out Wim pushed the button, they had zero reaction to it. Oh. Did they have zero reaction to it? Because I thought they did. Yes. Smash Percy DeRollo all the way. Continuation of Smash or Pass. Domitresk. Oh, dude, that's easy. Easy smash. It's more like get smashed more than anything, because that's what would happen. Death by Snoo Snoo. DH creepy face Jeff Bridges and Tron Legacy isn't real. He can't hurt you. My therapist. They lied to me. Yeah, that's one of the things that didn't age well then and probably will continue to not age well, but I get what they were going for with it. And yeah, in hindsight, yeah. ISOs, thank you. Isomorphics, isomorphs. I hope they continue that in some way and don't completely pass that out. Jim Carrey, pass. Tiberius, no. Berius of the Tie, no, I'm going pass. When Avengers Doomsday releases, if it's badly written, what would your reaction be? It would be, oh, well, that was poorly written. I didn't like that. Ooh, ah, oh no. It's definitely animated. That's true. That is true. Arcane was peak, but its biggest flaw was that in the finale, And Bessa didn't say, who do you guys think you are to be able to stand against my army? Caitlin, we're League of Legends. Needle drop. Oh my god. I saw one, I think it was like, it was when Vi and Jinx were back to back. And it was like, it was a caption with Jinx saying, what are we, some kind of League of Legends? God. My brother bought me a Witcher silver sword. That's cool. That's cool. One fantasy weapon I really still want to get is Aragorn's sword. I really, really want that motherfucker so bad. I can literally hear my brother singing Teenage Dirtbag in the bath. I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. That one? Thighs are so last year. Abs. My thesis for why I'd enter the Witcher world is because I can eat the food in the different castles and meet my favorite characters, although the monsters would kill me since I'm not a Witcher. Hell, some random dude on the street could kill you. Some disease could kill you. Like, just being a random dude in the Witcher universe would suck. What starter Pokemon are you picking? Indigo League era, Charmander. Actually, if we're talking, if it's, if it would be, I don't know. Charmander's always my game pick, and he's my favorite Pokemon. But maybe Eevee. Technically a starter. Technically. It's just a little cute. Just a little cute little guy. And I won't get accidentally burned. Though I think Charmander's tail can't burn you if you're fine. If he's cool with you. But Eevee cuddly. I don't know how cuddly Charmander is. Fuck it, Charmander. I could fly, I could ride on Charizard eventually, so why not? Fuck it. Abs? Nah. You know what? Screw thighs, screw abs. Now officially an abdomen guy. Mic drop. Like this shirt, thank you. Pikachu's always a sweet little electric mouse. Pikachu was, like many people at the time, was my favorite for the longest of times. But then I became extra normie and went with Charmander. Though I would love a Pikachu. A Pikachu would be extra cuddly. That Hot Ones video from the Squid Game was so fun and interesting to watch. A little cringy once they started to actually do the red light, green light at the end, though, I will say. And I think that they did their best to keep on going and putting their game faces on. Are you interested in the Lantern series since Sinestro was cast? I was interested in it already. And no interest in it until now because I was worried about it being set on Earth. It has my attention now. I mean, I was always interested in it personally. If Supernatural would consume the channel, Stargate SG-1 would be the behemoth. Especially as far as Season 8, they cross over in Stargate Atlantis, so you need to watch them at the same time. Yeah, nope. Nope. I immediately recognized the episode you mentioned, but yeah, I get it. 15 seasons are too much. For me, it was worth it. Do you think that Shields and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. got snapped away during 2018 of the Infinity War? I don't know. It's hard to say. We don't know that they even exist to be snapped away yet. It always comes back to X-Files. If I can make it work, I make it work. Did you see the Daredevil episode titles came out? No, and I don't want to see them. Supernatural, yes. What are you talking about? It's only 15 seasons, 327 45-minute episode. Yeah, no, I'm good for now. What's up, Damien of the Damned? Hello, Omen. Big fan, first time stream. Well, welcome. Welcome. We try to do this every Saturday. Try. Supernatural is a very long series, 15 season 2, I think. What would you do if you ever got to become a new cast member for Hazbin Hotel? I'd be super fucking excited. That'd be what I'd be. I think the Brutalist is 3 hours and 35 minutes. Okay, so it's not that long. Maybe, is the intermission like a part of a gimmick? Or, okay. Wishing you luck with posting Sonic 3 reaction on YouTube. I'm not posting one. I already watched and reviewed the movie. I saw it in theaters, man. I ain't reacting to shit. Real Rejects and Quirky Quota have suffered copyright issues. Yeah, there was no world I'm living in which I was not seeing that in theaters. Started watching Crepopolis on Netflix. It's quirky and funny. That's the first time I'm hearing of it. Have not heard of this thing. Who's your favorite Overwatch 2 characters? No one. My favorite Overwatch character in general to play, I don't give a shit about the lore at all. I don't care. But my favorite character to play as is Mei. Let's just say, Omni, that if you were obsessed with the trophy hunting in Ghost of Tsushima, A Quiet Place would have you just as obsessed if you like the franchise. I mostly play A Quiet Place to get the different collectibles. It depends on the game. Like, I have to enjoy the game and the world to really want to get all the things. Wait, I forgot that Stargate SG-1 and Atlantis are 10 seasons and 5 seasons respectively, so it's about the same amount of episodes as Supernatural. I thought SG-1 was 20 for some reason. Huh. Got a little inflated there, didn't you? I'm only going to be able to attend every other stream at the most. Sorry. Don't apologize. No problem whatsoever. We'll be here for you when you're here. Watch you react to Black Cauldron. It's very underrated. Maybe one day. Here, the OG God of War games will give me a different opinion on Kratos as a character. Have you never played any of them? I mean, he's a very different character then. That's the whole point of the current games, is exploring his, not even like maturation. It's like he finally got what he had been wanting, his revenge. He got it, and now he's just retreated into hiding and living his life and finally discovering himself again. He was a anger fest, sex-fueled murder machine who was just out for blood, revenge, and gore and booty. And yeah, he was a power fantasy in the original series. Barely a character. He's mostly just rage. Come on, Omni, watch The Simpsons. It's only going to take 16 days, 5 hours, and 30 minutes of you watching it. You can knock that out in like a month, half a month. Side note, I've never seen a single episode. I've seen a few. I've seen a handful. Are you the Chupracadupra? I'm not the Chupracadupra. But if you would like to come and pay some money, we can show you the Chupracadupra live show. It's very challenging. Anyways, I must go for now. I wanted to say thank you for your content and most of the reaction creators don't have what I look for. Well, thank you. Well, I'm glad to be one of the lucky few. But your content is very entertaining, and for the last week, your content has managed to keep me entertained watching you see the series I love. So thank you so much for the amazing content. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. Well, I'm glad you're here. Enjoy. And again, always love a fellow Scott Pilgrim fan. I have a Scott Pilgrim cosplay that I've got going on that I still just have not worn because it was just too hot. Well, yeah. I did a speech earlier this week in 3 minutes and my voice broke and I needed to get a drink before continuing my speech. Hey, that happens. Ragu is pizza sauce. Ragu? I don't know. It's spaghetti sauce. It's kind of the same thing, right? I thought it was just tomato puree with some herbs. Am I uncultured swine? I don't know. I'm probably uncultured swine. I am American after all. I'm guessing you're not reacting to the new Spider-Man series then. No. I'm currently not I mentioned that a while back that I had no plans of reacting to it. And after seeing shots of it, unless like the word of mouth is insane, I don't care. I don't give two shits about this show, man. I really don't. But I'm also being a little more selective this year, or at least this month specifically, for sure, about what I'm going to be doing, because I'm trying to not burn myself out like I did before. I saw a meme, Omni, that if Home Alone was made today, Kevin would have texted his mom saying they left him and his family would have returned home right away. Pretty much. Unless they didn't have their notifications on or some stupid thing because they're old and don't get technology. I don't know. But yeah, very true. That could be remedied so easily today. Because at his age, he would probably have a phone these days. Saw some pictures of Minecraft movie toys where there was a Jack Black Steve figure. Not surprised. Omni, what is your favorite musical movie? At this point, you know, we have half of Wicked. So I'm going to go with Hairspray. Or the producers. But Hairspray. Rent? Hairspray. Hairspray. I like making character color palettes. Cool. You were prepared for his Britishness. Did you need a vaccine? You're saying, like, so I wouldn't catch the British? Is that what you're trying to say? Wim really does deserve better. Not mad. Just disappointed. If they make more Star Wars shows / movies outside of the Skywalker saga, do you want them to do the same thing? Yes. For sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. Wow, rude. What was rude? The cast's full name is Percival Percy Frederick Stein von Musel Kowalski de Rollo Boy de Roly Poly de Marcus de Third Johnson William de Furley Pock de Opie de Alabama. Now no. Favorite ice cream flavor? What is just chocolate and vanilla mixed? Otherwise, just vanilla. Would you rather have Spider-Man or Kingpin as a roommate? Spider-Man. Except I'd have to be fucking picking up the rent every month because I know he ain't going to be paying it. Snorlax so I can sleep on his tummy. Not a bad choice. A New Roads was a scroll the whole time because it wasn't Terrence Howard. I mean, when he woke up, he still wasn't Terrence Howard. What does that even mean? What show is you going to do next? The next new show we're going to be doing is Heartstopper. And then Invincible's back. First week of February, I think. Reachers next week, or next month as well. Daredevil's right around the corner. Yeah. With Eevee, you have a lot of evolutions to choose from. Lots of options. And I don't know which one I would go with. So I might just stick with Eevee, even though that's, you know, as a trainer, that's not really the most apt or optimal solution. Okay, getting off, gotta leave, might join again. Take it easy, Ed. Have fun. Enjoy your weekend. I just hope that Lantern series, they actually suit up in their costumes, use the rings. Of course they're going to. There's no illusion in my mind that they will not. New Hell of a Boss plushies are coming. I want to grab the Fizzy and Ozzy. Obviously, this is my favorite character, and Mammon is just a flat plush. Love the new pin of both of them, and hope to see more. I ordered both of them, the sit-down ones and the premium ones. 40 minutes, actually. Whatever, close enough. They're like 40 plus. Speaking of Pika, I was heartbroken the other day. I couldn't get tickets to any of the Pokemon Europe events because there's going to be a giant Pikachu there on my birthday. All I want is to hug one. Aww. Maybe one day, Rebecca. Maybe one day. It just makes me think of like those big old parades they have, like where it's just a bunch of people in those giant Pikachu suits, just marching, banding around. Have you heard of an upcoming horror film called Sinners? No, I have not actually. Mario, I would live in that world, or Zelda. Fair enough. I mean, I thought of you when I saw a mug on Shark Robot's website. It's Blitz's mug from Sinsma. Says, yes, I do really need all these horses. I got that mug, and it actually just arrived today. And it might have been you, but I know somebody was like, hey, they just posted this. Somebody like left a comment on one of the videos, like, they put it on the store. And I immediately went and bought it. It's on my bucket list. The big squishy ones aren't in the UK often. The dream is to go to one of the full Pika parades. Yes, in Japan. I was right. God of War 2018 was my introduction to the franchise. Honestly, like Witcher 3 was my introduction to that series. I want to play the OG God of War games one day. They are very, very different. Both in the way the character, the characterization of Kratos, and just the gameplay in general. Do you think Grog was inspired by Kratos? In some elements, yes. I would have to imagine so. What's a show or movie you thought you would love but ended up hating or disliking? I haven't seen it since, but I hated The Watchmen the first time I saw it. I would imagine that I would probably like it today. But when I first saw it, when I was in high school, I did not enjoy it. Thought I would love, but I did not. I don't know. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, nothing's really coming to mind at the moment. Dang, you're still streaming. I am. At the moment, at least. What does Soul Dude look for? BDE. I won't poker prod. Need more Octavian Season 3. I'm sure we will. Erotic thriller Baby Girl with Nicole Kidman is on digital for the next few days if you're interested. Maybe. Speaking of Scott Pilgrim love, weird request. Interested in rocking out to United States of whatever? Not on stream, because that's copyright. But yes. I had heard that song long before its use there, but I do love that song. When it played in Takes Off, that made me giddy, man. Speaking of, my some of the U2s, the Scott Pilgrim U2s I ordered, have come in. The Matthew Patel one and the Ramona one, I still have not got Scott yet. We all lesbians, you Omni. Aw, thank you, Ginger. David Cope has confirmed that a sequence from the first book that they didn't get to use or have in the first Jurassic Park film has been included and will be used in Jurassic World Rebirth. Huh. I wonder which one. Huh. I do. I wonder which one. There's a lot, but I guess we'll see. I forgot season 2 of Stranger Things was where Dustin and Steve's friendship, and I love it. Yep, that's when that began. If you had Kingpin as a roommate, he'd smash all your stuff in your room. For sure. Or we'd been in a really nice place. I'd just have to walk on eggshells. If he's a little cutie, yes indeed. The Hal Jordan casting has me hyped. I did like it. I like the castings they got so far, for sure. Am I going to cop the new Has-Been U2s? Of course, I got to complete the collection. Spoiler, but Daredevil's in the Daredevil series. Oh gosh, you asshole. How dare you spoil that for me? You're psychic. What's up, Darkly? How are you doing? I'm doing good. Center Star, Michael B. Jordan, and Haley. Oh, that! Okay. I've seen, like... I think I've seen, like, some photos from it. I haven't seen... No? Did I see a trailer? Maybe I saw a trailer. I do remember a Michael B. Jordan thing. Yes. I do think I've seen a trailer for it now. that I'm thinking about that. That helped me lock in on the movie. This is the first time I'm going to say that I'm more interested in what DC is doing than Marvel. I'm already a fan of Creature Commandos and the Spider-Man the Animated Show. More than the Spider-Man the Animated Show. I mean, fair enough at this point, too. I'm right there with you on that. But I'm a DC guy in general, but I'm curious about what they're going to be doing. I'm not really that curious about what Marvel's going to be doing. I only care about Daredevil because they're continuing the Daredevil stuff with that. That's the only thing Marvel related I'm excited for. How about the God of War universe, Omni? Would you live there? Fuck no. It's a vampire movie, I think. Is it? I didn't catch that vibe. I don't think. Any chance you... I thought it was like a zombie apocalypse kind of thing. Any chance you would watch 4 OP episodes considering how many are available? No. No. I'm already watching way more than I can. When I adultify, I'm going to create a survival horror video game that probably takes forever to make because it'll be too immersive for one game. Hey, go for it, man. I don't know if you've ever been asked this, but if you could have 3 Pokemon in your life of living, I'm choosing Dragonite to travel, Lucario as a bodyguard, and Eevee as my best friend / wingman for the ladies. How about you? Let's see. I'd probably go with Charizard, Pikachu. Here I go, like flip-flopping again, and a Pidgeot as my if I'm doing like Pidgeot for travel, man, we'll get anywhere real fucking fast. Charizard to beat everybody up, and then either Pikachu or Eevee to just be my little buddy. I do love Lucario though. The mug goes hard, not gonna lie. Yes, it does. If I ever get to go to Disney, my first thing I want to do is hunt down Mickey and give him the biggest hug. Yeah, I'd love to go to Disney World sometime, man. For future God of War games, would you want them to keep the same gameplay style or change things up even more? I'm fine with them keeping it. I think I don't mind what they're doing right now. I don't know how you would change it up too much without losing what it's kind of doing. I don't know, I fucking shot an energy blast at you guys. You got any gay friends? And if so, do you trust yourself around them? What? Hold on. Before we even get to that first part, what the fuck does that last part even mean? What does that even mean? Yes, I do. I definitely do. I've got friends of pretty much all of the spectrums. Probably crime eating the Disney princesses, specifically the ones I grew up with. Belle, Jasmine, Ariel, etc. Directed by Ryan Coogler. You know what else is going to be directed by Ryan Coogler? The X-Files reboot, whenever that comes out. Ginger, we both get hugs from giant squishy mice. Time, multitasking, screen editing, Squid Game. Get it done, man. Get it done. Only peeps that watch Scott Pilgrim would get that lesbian reference. Yes, very true. Very true. Anywhere else out of context, I would not get caught. Gotta go. Enjoy my first stream. Peace and love. Take it easy, Damien. Thanks for stopping in. Hope to see you again. What are U2? U2? U2s. It's kind of like YouTube specific, but they do like collabs with non-YouTube stuff, but they primarily fixated around making figures for YouTubers, and it branched out from there. I mean, they're kind of like little vinyls, like Funkos. There's like a different style, different aesthetic, different brand. I got the whole Has-Been Hotel collection so far, and I got the... Actually, they haven't even come in yet. No, I've got all their Has-Been Fuck, shit. Hell of a boss one so far. They take so long to actually get your orders, though. Kingpin would cook you an omelet every morning and eat it in a sinister way. It'd probably be the fucking good omelet, though. If Kingpin's removed when you get that painting you love, sit him down and tell him to stare at it. New Daredevil is a continuation of Netflix, right? Correct. I can't just start with the new one. I mean, you could probably, but it is a continuation. They are picking up with some storylines that were left off in that. Specifically, they're definitely continuing a specific storyline from season 3, from what we saw in the trailer. It would very much so, you would definitely want to watch the first 3 seasons, because it is a continuation. It originally wasn't planned to be, but yeah, that has changed. Ooh. I'm interested in Daredevil, Thunderbolts, Doomsday, Secret Wars, Spider-Man 4. I'm interested in Spider-Man 4 just as a Spider-Man fan, but I don't know. I'm just kind of, I don't know, marveled out, I guess. I don't know. After Endgame, man, the magic feels so gone. Except when we were there in some really hype moments, like some of the shows, like Loki, WandaVision, Agatha. Like, it gets really exciting, but like my hunger, like when I'm there, I'm enjoying it. But my hunger for the new stuff isn't there, except for Daredevil, because I need more Daredevil. All Gen 1 mods? Well, I am a Gen 1 guy. I predate the original game. Dude, I remember seeing advertisements for the first Pokemon game in Nintendo Power. Dude, my buddy and I, like, my buddy brought his Nintendo Power over at school and was like, dude, check this out. And then we were plotting out which version we were going to get whenever Blue and Red actually finally came out. But yeah, I might change that up to a Corviknight for travel. Because, yeah, I might change out the Pidgeot for a Corviknight. Now that I'm thinking about it. I'm never sleeping on anything Spider-Man related, especially Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Well, hope you enjoy it. I'm sure you will. I have to get going on me, but catch you next week. Likewise. Enjoy your weekend and the rest of your week as well. I was ever Charizard guy, bro had anger problems, but Dragonite was the better Pokemon. I mean, this show, yeah, but it's because Ash didn't have the appropriate trainer level to even tame him until he finally got his respect. But in the games, I was always a Charizard guy, even like excluding the anime, like that whole Charizard gag. Like, the game's a wholly different vibe than the show. I was a game first kid myself. And when I go to Galaxy's Edge and stalk my future husband, Yummy, then Jaren. I really want to go to Galaxy's Edge so bad, man. Choose Disneyland Paris. The castle is bigger. Plus, French. U2 is a band. That's correct, but we were talking about U2s earlier. Yasha Nodoran fans comment, YN? I have no idea who that is. I have a confession. I've never seen the X-Files. I know most of you haven't, and my goal in life is to convince as many of you as possible to finally take the plunge. Do I have to watch The Punisher before? I would highly recommend it, considering we will be continuing with Frank. You get enough of it, I guess, in season 2 of Daredevil, but who knows? He's back. He's in the show, so I mean, I guess you'd be fine. I don't know how much of his individual stuff from his show would be all that relevant to what's going on in Hell's Kitchen, but you never know. Season 1 is amazing, though. Have you ever run out of comments to read when whining? Well, my goal is 2 hours, and if I have to, I will go until its end. Where is the wine, bruh? I've been fucking drinking it, bruh. Pokemon Blue was my first Pokemon game. I ended up, I think, with both versions. Though somehow I ended up with 2 copies of blue, and I don't remember how that happened. And I was just trading with myself. Eventually, I ended up rage destroying my red cartridge though, because I didn't know about internal batteries, and it deleted my perfect file because the battery in the cartridge died. Which, I mean, even replacing the battery in the cartridge, and I didn't even know that the cartridges had batteries at the time. Not that that would have saved the data. The fact that the battery died destroyed the data. The data's gone. But I would have at least been able, it would have been playable. I didn't know that then, though. By the way, previously, before I watched Ted Lasso, I said I didn't think it would be possible to be more emotional or heartbreaking than BoJack Horseman, and I gotta say, I don't think it is. That's fine. Fine, fine, fine. Or is it better? No shit, he's a pseudo-legendary. Did you react to the Spider-Man trailer? I watched it myself, but not on the channel. And my reaction to it would be... There you go. Saw X-Files up to a point when there was a change in the cast. I assume you know what I mean. There was definitely a shake-up in the cast at some point. But it's all part of the magic. I love it. It's very jarring at first, but those characters are some of my favorites. Unless we're talking about the revival, which isn't a change-up. That's a whole other thing. That's a whole little gimmick they tried to throw in there that didn't quite work. But, so yeah. So, Season 8 going into Season 9. Then, the final season. Final season. Dude, Robert Patrick as John Doggett is one of my favorite characters. And it's his favorite character he's ever played, which is kind of wild to say, but I love them. It's hard at first, but they are fantastic once you give them a chance, man. I've seen X-Files. It's fantastic. I recommend. I will try and watch The Punisher if I got time before the new season starts. I love Season 1. I think it's an 11 out of 10. Season 2, not as good. Which is the kind of the case. I mean, it's Jessica Jones is the same thing. Amazing for a season, and it just trickles down from there. Who's my favorite pseudo-legendary? I mean, technically, Arcanine is, according to the Pokedex, a legendary Pokemon. So I'm going to go with Arcanine. So sorry for BB Omni. I'd have been gutted if I broke my game. I still had 2 blues, but that didn't help me if I wanted to reobtain all my Pokemon, though. What do you like more, Stargirl or Superman and Lois? Superman and Lois by, like, light years. Do I write fanfics? No. Do I always stream at the same time? In which case, what time and what time zone? I do. I start at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yep. Unless things will only change if I post about it on the community tab, which either I'll move it to Sundays if I have to. I've only ever started early, like one time that I can think of. I know there's like one time I know I started at like 2 or something. But it's like always 4. I really hope many people vote on BoJack in the next poll. It's a show people really need to see, in my opinion. Do you think they'll ever make a spinoff from The Flash? No. Where they see the new 3 speedsters' journey? No. Maybe way, way, way in the future, where if the DCU fails, maybe. Doubt it. But I think that is, we're at negative 100% at this point. Not gonna happen. I said pseudo-legendary. Oh, those are not ordinary legendary. I'm gonna stick with it. Jessica Jones was always going to struggle in season 2 and 3 after Tennant's incredible villain performance in season 1. True, it was inevitable, like Thanos. Gotta go, but thanks for the chat. Keep up the amazing content. See you on YouTube and Instagram. Take it easy, Nikki. Thank you for stopping in. Do you know when you're going to start posting Heartstopper in February? I think I'm going to go record episode 1 sometime this week. I think that's going to be the plan, and then probably drop it first week of February. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll see. Rough estimate. We'll see how it goes, but Arcanine is dexed as a legendary, but not treated as a legendary, so I think he qualifies. That's what I'm going to say, at least. Anyway, you know they are short episodes, right? I do indeed. I don't care, tabletop. That's what I'm going with. So I don't even know what the other ones are in that classification. I think Lucario is technically one, but that's odd. We want to see your Atla reaction. It would just be me watching the show for the 50,000th time. And yes, Lucario is. Or at least used to be. Anyway, guys, we've reached the end of the chat. I've got stuff to do. We're not going to be at 3.5 hours this week for once. So I'm going to retire for the evening and call it here. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have fun. Stay safe. And I'll see you all probably next weekend. I'm on call next weekend. And I always get a little antsy starting a stream because I have had to stop stream because of getting a call. So, who knows? We may or may not have depending on how I'm feeling, we might be on or off next time. But we'll see. Anyway, catch y'all next time. Take it easy!